In this video, we're going to cover two things. First, the POS mode, which is your point of sale screen where you ring up walk-in customers quickly. And second, we will go back into admin mode and look at everything in the checkout section, including how to view your transaction history, process refunds, manage the cash drawer, and generate sales reports. Let's get started. From the mode selection screen, tap POS mode. Welcome to the POS screen. This is your front-of-house selling interface. It is designed to be fast, clean, and distraction-free because when there's a customer in front of you, speed matters. On the left side of the screen, or taking up the full screen on mobile, you have your product catalog. At the top, there is a search bar where you can type any part of a product name and the results filter instantly. Below the search bar are category filter buttons. Tapping a category narrows the grid to only show products in that category, which is very helpful when you have a large product catalog. The products themselves are displayed in a grid. Each card shows the product image, name, and price. On mobile, you can also switch to a list view if you prefer a more compact layout. Just tap on any product and it is immediately added to the cart. If a product is a variable type, meaning it comes in different sizes, colors, or variants, a picker will appear so you can choose the right version before adding it. On the right side of the screen is the cart. As you add items, they appear here with the quantity, unit price, and the line total. You can tap the plus or minus on any item to adjust the quantity, or swipe to remove it. Below the cart items, there is a customer section. If you want to associate this sale with a specific customer, tap there and search for them by name. This links the checkout to their profile so you can see it later from their customer detail page. Below that is the cart totals area. You'll see the subtotal, any taxes, and the final total. Now, let's talk about two very useful features before we go to checkout. The first is hold orders. If a customer is not ready to pay yet, or you need to serve another customer quickly, you can hold the current cart by tapping the pause button in the cart header. The order is saved and you can come back to it at any time. To retrieve a held order, tap the clock icon in the cart header and all your saved carts will appear. Select the one you want and it loads right back in. The second is the hardware barcode scanner. If you're on a desktop with a USB barcode scanner, you do not need to do anything special. The POS screen always has the scanner active in the background. Just scan a product and it is added to the cart instantly. If focus is ever lost for some reason, a small warning banner will appear at the bottom of the screen. Just tap it to reactivate the scanner. On mobile, there is a camera button in the search bar you can tap to open the camera scanner. When you're ready to check out, scroll down to the bottom of the cart and you'll see the payment buttons. If the customer is paying with cash, tap Cash Payment. A dialog opens showing the total due. Type in the amount of cash the customer hands you and the app immediately calculates the change due. Confirm and the sale is complete. If the customer is paying by card, tap Card Terminal. The app will guide you through the terminal payment flow. Once payment is confirmed, the checkout is recorded and a receipt can be printed if you have a receipt printer connected. Now, let's switch back to admin mode and look at the checkout section. Let's talk about checkout now. From the admin sidebar, click on Checkout. This is the checkout history screen. Every sale that was processed through the POS, regardless of which device or which cashier, shows up here. You can search by checkout number or customer name using the search bar at the top. Along the top, you have status filter chips. You can filter by all, completed, returned, partial return, or canceled. This makes it easy to find specific transactions when you need to review them. Each row in the list shows the checkout number, the date and time, the customer if one was linked, the payment method, the status, and the total amount. Tap any row to expand it and see the full item breakdown, the individual product quantities, prices, and any applied discounts. In the toolbar, there are three important buttons. Let's go through each one. The first is the Cash Drawer button, which takes you to the cash management screen. The second is the Reports button, which opens the sales analytics and PDF report generator. And the third is the Return button, which is how you process a refund. We will cover all three. Let's start with returns. Click the Return button. A dialog opens. You can either search for a checkout by its checkout number, or if you already expanded a specific checkout in the list, you can initiate the return directly from there. Once the checkout is loaded, you have two options. You can do a full return, which reverses the entire sale, or a partial return, where you choose exactly which items and how many units to return. For a partial return, just adjust the quantity sliders or input fields for each item you are returning. Items that have already been returned in a previous transaction will show their available to return quantity, so you can never accidentally return more than what was originally sold. Enter a return reason and any notes, then confirm. The refund is processed, the checkout status updates to returned or partial return, and the inventory counts are automatically adjusted. Now, let's look at the reports screen. Click the Reports button from the checkout screen. This is your POS analytics view. At the very top is a row of date filter chips. You can select today, yesterday, this week, this month, or a custom date range by picking a start and end date from the calendar. The data on the screen updates instantly when you change the date range. Below the summary, you'll see a summary of your key numbers for the selected period, total number of transactions, total revenue, and a breakdown by payment method showing how much was collected in cash versus by card. Below the summary is the full transaction list filtered to that date range. You can also filter this list further by payment method or by status if you're looking for something specific. When you're ready to export, tap the Generate Report button in the top right. If not all transactions are loaded yet, the app will fetch them all for you with a progress bar so you can see how many are being loaded. Once complete, a PDF report is generated automatically and saved to your Downloads folder. It opens immediately so you can review it, print it, or share it. Now, let's look at the Cash Drawer screen. Go back to Checkout and click the Cash Drawer button. This is the cash management screen. It tracks every cash movement tied to your register, including sales collected through POS, manual top-ups, and cash handed out. At the top is a summary of your drawer balance, total cash in, and total paid out for the selected period. You have the same date filter chips as the reports screen. The list below shows each transaction with its type, amount, time, and who recorded it. To add a manual entry, tap Add Transaction. Choose Cash In for money going into the drawer, such as your opening float or cash received outside a sale, or choose Paid Out for money leaving the drawer, for example, paying a supplier, giving an employee a cash advance, covering a small expense, or dropping cash to a safe at end of shift. Every entry here keeps the drawer balance accurate, so you always know where the money went. When you want a record of the cash activity, tap the Export PDF button. The app generates a cash drawer report for the selected date range, saves it to your Downloads folder, and opens it automatically. This is very useful at the end of a business day when you're balancing the till and want a printed or digital record of every cash movement. And that's everything for video 4. To recap, the POS screen is your fast checkout interface where you search or scan products, build a cart, hold orders, and collect payment in cash or by card. The checkout history in admin mode gives you a full record of every POS sale with the ability to process full or partial refunds. The reports screen lets you analyze your sales by date range and export a professional PDF report. And the cash drawer screen tracks every cash movement in and out of your register with its own exportable report for end-of-day reconciliation. In the next video, we will cover settings, hardware connection like printers and terminals, and third-party integration and more. See you there.